Alright guys, we're back with an AFL 23 video. A bit different from Supercoach. So AFL 23, to give a bit of background, is the only big AFL game on the market currently. It's made by Big Ant Studios. They've just released a new trailer for a mode that's coming to the game. AFL 23 Pro Team, it's going to be their equivalent to an Ultimate Team, or a My Team, Diamond Dynasty, whatever you want to call it, depending on the game you play. Card collector mode where you buy packs, right? So they've just released this new trailer. I wanted to go through it. Sadly, I can't play it in its entirety, because they have added music to it, which, from seeing how the owner of the company reacts on Twitter, that music is solely in there so they can copyright claim and take down videos of people that are critical of the game. So I'm not going to play it. There will probably be background music playing right now. I will stop and start as I go through. We'll go through. It's only 2 minutes long. Won't take too long. This might be like a half-hour-ish video. But forewarning, I will be critical of the game. I think that no matter what developer releases what game, for instance, Elden Ring is probably my favorite game of all time. It's important to be critical of trailers. It's important, like when they release the Shadow of the Erdtree trailer, it's about being critical and thinking like, all right, what's the worst that can happen, and how can we stop that from happening, right? Like through giving feedback. Big Ant Studios currently do not have a way for people to give feedback properly. Having a forum which only caters to what's the best way to say it? Like being affirmative to, or being yes men, essentially, right? Being affirmative to developers, saying you've only done this good, instead of, hey, this isn't too good. Let's, have a look at this. Maybe we can go down this path, do this, this, this. There's no current way to do that, because as soon as you bring up a negative about this game on Twitter, you get blocked. Which is another discussion. I don't think company accounts on Twitter should be able to block people. But let's keep going. So, Big Ant Studios, frame one, the first bit of the trailer. I have an issue with this. It's going to seem nitpicky, but it's important to nitpick everything, right? If we nitpick everything before it comes out, there's a higher chance of us fixing it. Right now, we don't know if there is going to be an AFL 24, 25, 26, etc. I'd imagine we could just put in the bin the idea of an AFL 24, but so on and so forth. If we don't know that there's going to be a next game, we don't know when we can give feedback, right? So, for instance, FC 24 is out right now. It's probably the hottest game on the internet in terms of it is sparking the most debate. A lot of people don't like that game. Me, I'm not a fan of a lot of stuff in the game. I've never been a big EA games person, but that's another game. We're going to be talking about this one. The thing with those games, EA, FC24, NBA 2K, Madden, all that, we know there's going to be a next year version, right? We know that 2K24 will be passed by 2K25 and 2K26. We know that we can give feedback at a certain time. This we don't. So we have to take everything and nitpick it to give the max chance at feedback, right? Nothing in this video will probably be like, what's the word, like damaging or like hating. It will be constructive criticism, and I'll try to give a way to fix everything that I bring up. So first of all, the logo. I don't like that it says 23 on here. I think that it tries to give off that you released this mode last year when you obviously didn't. It's misleading. It's 2024. The game came out last year. I think it was in March. Give me one sec. Alright, so having a look at the game's Wikipedia page. I don't know how visible it is. It's not very visible in the OBS preview. The game released on PlayStation, the original release was the 4th of May 2023. We're over a year now, right? That's over a year. If we just remove this, again, being constructive, given a way to fix this, remove the 23, move the AFL into the middle, keep this shield design. I think this is cool. I think it's fine. Just make it AFL Pro Team. It means the logo can then be reused for... In this hypothetical, say there's going to be an AFL 24, we can reuse the logo, right? We don't have to spend valuable dev time on, we need a logo for this mode. How are we going to spice it up? This is fine. It's just, I don't like having this here, 23. I think it sets off a bad precedent, and it looks like you're hiding the fact that you didn't release this with the game, even though it was in what they call the launch trailer. We'll go into that. First, select your favorite club. Every game does this. I know 2K you can pick your favorite team. Madden you can. And I think in FIFA, FC, I'm still going to... Okay, for the soccer game, I'm going to call it FIFA. Alright? FIFA 2K did get announced, but we're going to call the EA soccer game FIFA. That you pick your nationality team. This is fine. Absolutely fine. This is where the issue starts. What is stopping me from... Okay, so you get your 4 players, you pick who your club captain is going to be. Most games do this, actually. They do it through a lone player. So on 2K, you'll get... I believe it's a new lone player at the start of every season. So every time the battle pass resets, it's a new season. You get a higher overall lone player, so it's 5 games, 10 games, 15 games. On FIFA, you get a high overall player for 99 games. So I remember I picked Haaland for it. You get him for 99 games, and you can play. It's meant to boost the account for a little bit until you can obtain the bigger players. This doesn't seem like it's any type of lone player. I can't see anything that would indicate that on these cards. So I guess this is just a free high overall player to get you started, which is probably for the best because I don't think too many people are going to spend money on packs. My issue here is that they're mixed overalls. So I'm guessing, because we start at Sapphire here, which we'll go into later, but they're using the NBA 2K card color scheme, which is bronze, silver, gold, emerald, sapphire. They're not using rubies, at least not yet. Diamond for the highest tier. Okay, there's no 99 overalls yet, so I'd imagine they'll probably go pink diamond. But yeah, so we've got this. We've got mixed overalls. It looks like Sapphire starts at 87. So we've got 88, 88, 89, 92. What is stopping me from picking Bont here? Or say he doesn't come up. Maybe I get 88, 88, 88, 88. I think that is the correct way to do it, but say we get that in this hypothetical. 88, 88, 88, 88. Knowing that Bont is selectable in this, he's in the pool of cards, what is stopping me from deleting this account, restart, try again? I'll get Bont this time, right? Or I didn't get Bont the second time, delete, restart, try again, delete, restart, try again. Maybe you're a Collingwood fan and you're after Nick Dacos. As far as we know, I think he'd be in this tier. I think he'd also be a diamond. Maybe he's 92 with Bont, maybe he's 93 above Bont. I think the only 93 player should be Lachie Neale, and that's because he won the Brownlow. The Brownlow is meant to be the best player in the league. So I think the only one that should be the highest overall is the Brownlow winner. But I don't think Lachie Neale is actually even a diamond. So, my fix here to stop re-rolling and kind of incentivizing re-rolling this way would be make this an 88 overall choice pick. So you get Curnow, he's an 88. You get McCluggage, he's an 88. I think they show Sam Walsh a bit later, and he's also an 88. Put him in, and I don't know who else is an 88 in the game. They haven't shown enough players, but then add in one more. Like, for the sake of this, let's say Zach Merritt is an 88. I don't think he is. I think they showed him in a previous trailer. But let's just say, for the sake of this, he's an 88. Let's make this an 88 choice pick. Re-rolling only gives you new players to pick from instead of, higher tiers to pick from. Because if this keeps going and keeps scaling, say they release a 99 overall card at some point, why wouldn't I just reset the team, pick the 99 to start with, right? So it's not a good precedent to start on. There's actually 5 players here, but they don't show the first player. That could be a higher overall player as well. Not a fan of this. Fan of it in theory, not a fan of it in execution. But yeah, so again, I think we can fix it by just making an 88 choice pick. Next, we're on to role players. Select a player to lead the defense. So, Nick Newman, 82. Jack Buckley, 84. Jaden Short, 85. Daniel Rioli, 86. Remember Dan Rioli, 86. That will come into play a bit later for a bit of laughs. So, we've got, again, a similar situation where the overalls are different. In this situation, if you're playing competitively or even like kind of competitively, which say you want to verse your friends, right? You're going to want a good team, because if you have a team of bad players, you're not going to win. Like in FIFA, there's player picks, which essentially is what this is based off. I'd imagine someone on the dev team plays a lot of FIFA, and they're just taking this idea from FIFA. You'd have 3 players here. It would be an 82 plus pick. 82, 82, like 82, above 82, above 82. You would never pick the lowest overall. You'd always pick the highest overall. Right? Like, just, they've got higher total stats. They're the better player, right? You'd pick the higher overall. Why would I ever pick Nick Newman here? Right? Why would I ever pick Jack Buckley and Jaden Short? Dan Rioli is the best one here. The only situation you can give is Jack Buckley has key defender. So maybe that's, he's a bit bigger. He's got this lockdown icon. I imagine he's better at, like, on-ball defending. Or not on-ball, but, like, tall defending. But, like, 88 to 78 to 77, it's not a big drop. I don't know. I don't think this is the way to go, to have it mixed overalls. If we just made this an 85 overall pick, right? Like 85, 85, 85, 85. Just find 4 85 overall defenders. You pick from them. That's your defense set. This incentivizes re-rolling to me, which is never good. So, next screen, we've got the midfield version. We can see Cripps is an 86. So the rating, I'm not going to go in on ratings because these can just be tuned with the press of a button. Literally, they can just, on their side, the devs, hop in, change physicals 80 to physicals 89, right? Like, overalls don't matter. That's not the big issue here. But what is the issue here is, why would I ever pick these two? Why would I ever pick Jack Graham and Rory Laird? Why would I do that? And we'll also get into the fact that, like, why is Jack Graham way better than Rory Laird is? Yeah, I mean, that's crazy. And also Jack Graham, the tagger. Why would I ever pick anyone besides Cripps or Taranto? Unless they have a chemistry system, which is not shown. So we have no indication of that yet. I would always pick Cripps or Taranto here, which, going off it looks like Taranto has better total stats. I guess 88 handball. No. 74 to 77, 80, 80, 80, 79, 80. Yeah. Taranto just has better overall stats. I'd imagine, like, if there is a total stats number, Taranto would beat him in. Yeah, so not a fan of this. Again, if we made this an 84, 85 plus pick, it would be a lot better. And I'm actually a fan of the starter picks being lower overalls. It keeps the game balancing a bit easier for the dev team. So here we've got. Okay, so sapphires go up to 87 because we know 88 no, emeralds go up to 87. Emeralds must be 88, 89, which means 90 and 91 aren't taken. Maybe that's ruby. I'm guessing that's going to be ruby. Yep. Why would I pick Jake Stringer here? Like, we're not going to go into, but I'm an Essendon fan. I want Jake Stringer. We're going to talk about this as a ultimate team game. You pick the best player available, right? Like, Tom Lynch, Harry Mackay are the best players available here. There's no reason to ever pick Jake Stringer. He's the fourth option. Brett Daniels is better. I don't know. Also, why does he have a better defensive stat than Rory Laird did? Jake Stringer, the defender. Same with Harry Mackay, but I guess he's a tall, so we'll have like generic mark stats. Yeah, again, not a fan of this, honestly. I think we could fix this. Just make it a flat overall. Find a flat overall to make all these guys. So we see here, he picked Rioli, he picked Cripps. That captain... So, where are we? We want the captain pick to come back. I think that was here. Yeah. The player on this side of Curnow that's not shown must have been Walsh. 89 rated Walsh. Which in that case, why did he pick Walsh? Why wouldn't you pick Bont? Right? Like, having a favourite team does not matter in these modes. I cannot stress it enough. I already know I'm going to see comments. Oh, but people are going to pick their favourite players. No, they're not. These modes aren't for your favourite team's favourite players. They're for the best players. Or else you're just going to lose every game, right? And then you're going to say that, oh, the game's not fair. It's because you picked the wrong players. Yes, so that should be Bont. But it also shows that 86, 87 is Emerald. 88, 89 is Sapphire. And then 90, 91 must be Ruby. 92, 93 Diamond. 94, 95 Pink Diamond. Which is exactly 2k, I think. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I don't see anything wrong there. Of course, like, overalls, I'm not a fan of Dan Rioli and Cripps being the same overall, but that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Of course, there's a lot of players here that aren't on the list anymore. Like, they show Greg Clark in a minute. He's not on the West Coast list anymore. Or if he is, I think he's in the Waffle. So, we get the first look at the main menu. So, this isn't going to show up too well on video, but I implore you to look up this actual video. Zoom in as much as you can on this spot right here, right next to the 2, right before the days, right there. You can see that it's been blurred out, and it's been blurred out pretty badly, honestly. I can see the outline of the 3. It goes like that. I can see it. This was made last year. Why wasn't this talked about last year? Right? They did say that there was a playable version of the mode last year that they were testing. Why wasn't there more talk? Why wasn't this trailer released last year? Like, there's so much weird about Big Ant Studios and why I can't actually say go buy this game. I would, genuinely, being a normal human being that's not sponsored by the company at all, actually advise against buying this game. They're not transparent at all. If you watch a guy on Twitch, on YouTube, named Pirate Software, he's an actual game developer. He worked on World of Warcraft, which is one of the big... he worked on StarCraft, Blizzard, stuff like that. One of the biggest games of all time. Transparency is king for developers. He says... I even studied game design, by the way. I'm doing other stuff now, but I did study game design. This, hiding stuff is so bad, right? Like, you feel like you're getting hoodwinked every time. Like, I can literally see the 3. I can see it that it's a 3. What would season 2 mean, right? Like, come on. Let's not hide stuff. And let's not make up stupid lies like, "Oh, sorry, we uploaded the wrong version of the game." Let's not lie. All right? Let's just not lie. Onto the menu though. Pro Team coins, that's this one. And then Pro Team stars is something else. We'll see that in a minute. They show a screen for it. This is the paid currency, and I think this is the free currency. We'll see what the rates are and how easy you acquire them. This pack contains only players of any. This pack contains only players of any role, position, and archetype from the 2023 AFL Premiership season. Okay, so I'd imagine this is an old record, like this is old footage, and this is a 2023 pack. Whereas once this mode, and like here you can actually see how blurred it is, right? Like this should even come up on video. If I no, it won't. That is so bad, right? Like that is a terrible job they've done there at blurring that. Yeah, so I imagine when this releases, we have 2024 Premiership packs. I'd imagine. So yeah, Greg Clark isn't on a list anymore. Crozier doesn't play for the Dogs. Yeah, I mean, and again, why would... Okay, I get it. There's got to be bronze cards. There has to be a way to weight packs, because if every pack gave you the best player, they'd never make money, right? Like, let's be flat about it. EA wants to make money. 2K wants to make money. They want to make money big Ant. This is a mode that will be about buying coins to buy packs to play those players, right? That's fine. I'm happy to have that and have a way to support continuing development of the game, but you have to be transparent. Again, it all goes back to the company has to be transparent about stuff, and they're not. Why would I ever pick a bronze player? So, you have 4 picks, and we saw that there were silvers, right? Like, why would I ever not pick 1, 2, 3, 4, highest rated? Why would I ever do anything else? That main menu showed no indication of a set. Like, if you play 2K, there's sets. If you play FIFA, it's SBCs. There's no indication of that. And, like, he picks Nick Bryan here. Maybe he needed a ruck, so maybe that's fair, but why would I not let's say in the starter picks I got Max Gawn, right? Don't need a ruckman. Why would I not pick, Coleman, Matthew Johnson, Greg Clark, and I'd still get Nick Bryan, right? Like, why would I ever pick Jack Hayes? I'd just pick the top 4. They're the highest rated, ratings, right? Why would I not go that way? I don't get it. And they haven't really... So, picks completed. Additional picks can be taken using 50 Pro Team coins. If you pick... Okay. Not a fan of this, by the way. This seems super mobile. We don't need to go that low, right? That's the coins there. We'll see. This could be like $100 worth. I don't know. It's very hard to tell. 50 coins for another player. So they're valuing a silver, a bronze player at about 50 coins. So that's not the worst. I think that's better than what EA does. Alright, so set lineup. We actually have a look. I'll talk about the playing modes, or what it looks like you can play. Yeah, they'll go back to the menu, I think. Come on. There we go. Nope. There we go. Coach battles. No idea. That could be the SBCs. Who knows? I think that is just quick match online. No, that would be. I'm not too sure. They don't hover to it, which, again, for a sneak peek, you should have. Ladder leaders will be just a ranked system. Premiership challenge. I think they've said this will be the single player mode, right? Like a single player seasons. Single match is online quick match, which makes me think this is online ranked. Manage lineup, my cards. So you just check your team. I don't know what the difference here is. My pro team versus my cards. Again, they don't say. Yep. There is a... So you got add player. That's taken exactly from FIFA. Edit tactics. Tactics still don't work properly in this game, so we'll see if that's been changed. Manage card. They do show that contracts are in it, by the way, which... Come on. We're releasing this in 2024 with contracts? Really? FIFA, by all indications, removing contracts next year. 2K's already removed them. I think NHL removed them. I know Madden has removed them. MLB never had them. This is something that they can actually remove right now, today. Remove contracts from the game. It's not good, right? It's to encourage like a flow of use players, buy packs, get contracts, use players. You know, like it's used to kind of encourage its flow, but let's get rid of contracts, right? Let's get rid of them. It's boring. It's stupid. No one likes it, right? No one has ever said, I love contracts in the game. Very defensive heavy. Did we see where he got this? He had like a... Was that Macintosh or something? Who was it? It wasn't Macintosh. Who do you have? What's his name? Grimes? Is it? Yeah. Why? Where did he get him from? They haven't said where he gets him from. He didn't pull him from the pack. They must have a separate pack because there's a couple of silvers here that haven't been like shown how they got them. Unless he's just in the starting team, starter pack. This as well. We're doing dupes? Really? Really? We're going to do dupes that you have to hold because there's no way to get rid of them. And if you do, it'll probably quick sell for 25 coins. Like, come on. That's so poor. I'm not a... Like, dupes is fine. Every game, like, you have a chance of pulling a dupe, right? But... Come on, we haven't got any way to get rid of them. You need to have a set or an exchange, right? I think an exchange is perfect. Alright, so Team Builders pack. This is just showing the other fluff that's going to be in packs. So here we've got the 2024 AFL Premiership season. So this game mode is done, right? Like, it is done. Hawks beanie, Carlton beanie. I guess this is then what you'll see people in the crowd wearing. I'd imagine. No way to tell. There's no way to tell at all. Yeah, okay, so we're going to fill packs with those. Sure. That says song. No way that's actually song. I'm guessing these are just in for some reason. Kizali Stadium up in Cairns. VFL staff, Chirnside Park. Richmond Tigers VFL. I don't think so. Okay, so they're saying this is the old Richmond logo from the VFL days, so pre-92, whenever it became the AFL. Again, 50 coins for a pick. But it also looks like the equivalent to a bronze pack. Alright, so you got your generic team creation stuff. Every mode has this. There's nothing that I can criticize here yet. The only thing is, they haven't shown what this does. Like, alright, so he sets a primary color and everything, but they haven't actually shown what does that do. Is there a custom Guernseys? Is there custom stadium, custom logo? They haven't shown anything yet. Okay, so it looks like AFL stuff will be gold. Okay. I'd imagine there's gonna... Where's... Oh, because he didn't pick it, did he? Okay. I was going to say, he picked up Kazali Stadium, but didn't use it. Crowd chant. Crowd? I mean, have I heard a crowd chant in this game? I don't think I have. All right, here we've got some big stuff here. Right at the end of the trailer is kind of like the biggest stuff. So ladder, it's going to be their ranked leaderboard. Message center, I'm waiting to see what that is. The only messages I could imagine being sent is when you can sell cards, but there's no auction house. There's no screen of an auction house, and they won't bring up the fact that there isn't an auction house. Again, transparency would be great. Objectives, there looks to be a battle pass. Level 0 there. You've got level progression and objectives. I'd imagine that's a season pass. You can't see it. Let me do this and you'll be able to see it. Nope, guess not. Hello. There we are. I don't know if the whole recording crashed there. We'll see. Up here in the corner, there is a 0. So it is... Yeah, there are levels, right? So we'll see how that goes. And I'm back. Okay, so next, this is huge for me. Team of the week. And they're using the AFL's logo. This is absolutely fire, by the way. Like this looks good. This menu actually looks pretty good. It's pretty clean, easy to find stuff depending on how it goes. Okay, so my pro team is everything to do with the thing. Okay, but why would you have my cards? We'll see. That bit weird. You got manage lineup and then manage club. Oh, okay, to change logos. Why can't we do that in manage lineup? Come on. This is going to be so interesting to see if they continually update the team of the week. So, like I said in the beginning, they've had a bad history of not updating this game at all. Full stop. Right? Going complete radio silent. Block you if you bring up the letters AFL 23. Right? So to see if this gets updated every week, releasing it in the back half of the season probably isn't the best for that because you've only got 12 weeks. We see it. So this looks like the news thing. You got slide 1, slide 2, slide 3, slide 4. Store for... What are we going to call it? Pro Team Coins? Yeah, that's actually what it is. Pro Team Coins. And that is... It looks like FP. Fantasy points. Football points. Footy points. Footy points would work. So Pro Team Coins looks like the premium currency. But that's actually not the big thing here. Simmons on the ball means that this is old. This picture that they're using is old. Maybe there's a North Melbourne fan who knows who this is. I can't recognize him at all. Shingard, Hello Solar, Mazda up here. I don't think they do anymore. I think Mazda is the back sponsor now. That looks like CNC. And I don't know who this Geelong player is either. He looks familiar, but I don't know who it is. So maybe there are some historic players in here, like retired players. We'll see. That's all they show after this. Oops. Oh, yep, that's it. So let's stop playing. All right, there we are. Find somewhere to leave it. Go there. So after watching it all, there is a lot to fix. There's a lot to look forward to. If we scroll down, like the comments are generally pretty positive. Maybe a bit too positive, I'll be honest. I think a bit too positive. Not enough people are giving constructive criticism, and that needs to be done. This is a game that has its issues, right? We need to look at it. My biggest problem, and it's not shown in this, no overalls matter in this game at all. So if you have this game right now, boot it up, pick the Dogs, put Caleb Daniel at full forward. Play a team with a good defense. Say play Melbourne, right? You got Stephen May, you got Jake Lever. Both are good defenders. They're tall, Caleb Daniel will outmark them every time. Every time. On the highest difficulty. It doesn't work, right? So we saw the team. Let's see if I can. Yep. We saw this. Harry Mackay doesn't actually matter because Will Green is also going to be Harry Mackay, right? Like, he's also going to be Tony Lockett. That's my main issue with this mode, is the gameplay's not ready for it. Unless this brings the biggest patch to gameplay the game's ever had, which it wouldn't. The first one where the game actually like wasn't working, you couldn't load into it, it would crash. They released a patch and the game actually like it worked, right? It wasn't good, but it worked. This, I don't know. I we'll see how it goes. I don't think that the gameplay is ready for a mode like this. I think it is good that they're finally releasing it. I was getting on the point of, should we contact like a legal team? They're not releasing something that was in the launch trailer. Good that this is released. A lot of room to improve stuff. I think I did a good job of looking at what I didn't like, while also giving a way that they could fix it. I think that's important. If you're going to criticize something, give a way that you would like to see it fixed. That's all for today. Once the mode comes out, we'll do some more videos on it. I like playing Ultimate Team, My Team modes. I find them quite relaxing. I don't really ever spend money on them. Sometimes I do, but not all the time. Yeah, I'll see you all next time. Tasty out.